Hi everybody! I am doing an impromptu video because I just could not resist this cookie recipe that somebody tagged on Facebook. So I'm going to share this post on my first personal Facebook page and in a couple of groups to get a couple of people watching. And we are going to make red velvet peanut butter blossoms. I don't know who has ever had them before. I love peanut butter blossoms and I love red velvet. So the two of them together I'm pretty excited for. Hi Aunt Kelly, hi Dad, how are you? I couldn't resist the recipe anymore. The pictures looked amazing, so we're gonna make red velvet peanut butter blossoms. That's basically it. I'm gonna try and make these before I have to pick my kiddos up in town. So we're gonna try it. I know it's impromptu and I know it wasn't on my schedule and I know that people didn't expect it, but like I said, I couldn't resist. Somebody had posted it and the picture looked amazing. I looked at the ingredients and I had all of them but the kisses. So when I was in town a little bit ago, I got some kisses and we're gonna make them. I also discovered in buying the kisses at the store. Hi Ashley, how are you? Thank you. Target, of course. In getting Hershey's Kisses at the grocery store, I discovered that there are Hershey's Bells, Hershey Hugs, Hershey Kisses. I did not know there were all those different variations. So that was kind of something new to learn. So of course I had to venture out a little bit. So I shared that on my personal Facebook page. If you guys would do it as well, I would appreciate it. Hi Trevor, how are you? I'm going to find a hair tie to tie my hair back really quick, throw an apron on, and away we will go. We are making red velvet peanut butter blossoms, you guys. I am so excited. I am trying to find a hair tie in my vicinity so that I don't leave you guys for too long. Red velvet peanut butter blossoms. That's what we're doing today, guys. Super excited. If you have all these ingredients too, feel free to bake with me. We need our ovens at 375. We are also making shrimp tonight for dinner. So if you guys want to make that with me, go out and get some shrimp to make dinner. Just a quick 20-minute honey garlic shrimp. And then I'm going to just make my quick fried rice that I taught you guys a couple weeks ago. So oven is at 375. I just turned it on, so fingers crossed it doesn't take eternity to do it. So, oh, I knew I was thinking about it, you guys. It is preheated. So, like I said, at the store, there are more than just kisses now. So I got regular kisses, which are the milk chocolate. I got Hershey Hugs, which is milk chocolate hugged by white creme. And I also got Hershey's Kisses with caramel inside of it. I'm gonna make a couple of these blossoms with a little bit of the different kinds and see. I mean, peanut butter and caramel couldn't be bad. I love both of them. Peanut butter, chocolate, and cream could be good. And then just the tried and true, it even has a peanut butter blossom recipe on the back of them. So, yeah, I'm gonna do it, you guys. We're gonna whip these out really quick before I have to go get my kids because they looked phenomenal. I'm really excited. So if you just now are tuning on, if you guys would share on your personal Facebook pages, I would appreciate it. Get the word out there because this is an impromptu video. There was no planning whatsoever. So much so that I'm going to be kind of a mess, but that's okay. You guys know I always cook and make messes. So yeah, my oven is preheated to 375. I'm going to beat the butter, peanut butter, and sugar in my stand mixer for 2 minutes on medium speed. So, let's get our peanut butter and get a spatula going of some kind. Sorry, you guys, like I said, it's an impromptu video, so I'm kind of a spaz. So, we're going to work with it. So, we've got half a cup of butter at room temperature. It didn't say in the recipe whether salted or unsalted. I did unsalted for the fact that in the recipe it adds salt, and so because of that I'm going to use unsalted because the recipe did not say Hi Sarah, how are you? Thanks for joining me. We are making red velvet peanut butter blossoms. You might have seen me post it on my personal Facebook page earlier today, and the picture, I could not avoid it. It was, everybody kept liking and commenting on it because I shared it, and it just kept popping up, and I'm like, I just have to do it, you guys. Hi Auntie Kelly, hi Shelps. How are you guys? All right, so we have half a cup of unsalted butter. We're gonna do 3 cups of creamy peanut butter. So I'm going to whip out this handy dandy tool that I did tag in one of my more recent videos. I used this and people were asking about it. So I did find it on Amazon. So I put the link in the comment section of one of my videos. And I also had one of my giveaway winners bring up something new to me. Finding out about it is awesome, and I'm kind of bummed that I didn't know about it sooner. But she got one of her giveaway presents, and it was from Amazon. I shop on Amazon all the time. We live out of town a little ways, so driving into town isn't always the most convenient. So I go and shop on Amazon as much as possible. Well, this wonderful watcher, follower of mine, she introduced me to Amazon Smiles. I don't know if anybody else has heard of it, but when you go to shop on Amazon, if you just take the quick step to type in amazon.smiles.com instead of amazon.com, and it will ask you what organization you would like to donate to, and then a portion of everything that you purchase on Amazon a donation will go to that charitable foundation that you pick. So I picked Alzheimer's. My grandma unfortunately passed away of it, I think 2 years ago now. So I did that. It tells you when you go to buy the item if it qualifies for the Amazon Smiles, and I think that's kind of awesome. If I'm doing my giveaway and I'm giving back to a charitable organization, that's awesome. So we have our unsalted butter. We have our creamy peanut butter. Creamy peanut butter is my favorite. I do not like chunky peanut butter at all. I don't really like peanuts. Oops. But I love, 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 love peanut butter. So this nice little tool, if used correctly, you just smush it right out, and you don't have to scrape the sides. You don't have to, it's not complicated to measure out. I, for whatever reason, pushed it a hair too far, so it came out completely. But it doesn't normally do that. It has a little locking mechanism that stops it from from shooting its way out. It is awesome, Tracy, and thank you so much for telling me about it. I had no idea, and I'm a huge Amazon fan, so it's even better. It says beat butter, peanut butter, and sugar in the stand mixer. So we've got our butter and our peanut butter. Now we need 1 1/3 cup of granulated sugar. Flour. Here we go, sugar. For whatever reason, my more recent bag of sugar I bought it's almost like it's old or something, and I just got it at the store, but it's got so many big chunks of sugar. All right, so 1/3 cup and then 1 cup. I'm trying to avoid all these chunks, you guys. I don't understand what moisture got into here, but it is not good. So I definitely recommend that with Amazon, you guys. I mean, any little bit, it's like life-changing. I'm just shocked I hadn't heard of it sooner. I'm shocked that, Amazon itself doesn't broadcast it more. Obviously, it takes a portion out of their profits, but it's going to a charitable thing, so you would think it would be good for them. So we're going to beat it for 2 minutes on medium speed. While this is beating, we're gonna do the egg, milk, and vanilla. You guys know I like to crack my eggs away from the rest of the dish so that I don't have to go, thank you, Sarah. So I don't have to go searching for eggshells inside of my main dish. Nothing worse than that. Sarah, yeah, I just recently switched all of my baking sugar, flour, powdered sugar, and brown sugar to these. Other than the fact that this sugar, clearly, it was discounted at the grocery store for a reason, which is a bummer. But it like keeps all of the moisture out and it locks it in, and it's a wide opening so you don't have to like use a smaller spoon to just be getting in there. And I'm sorry, I have not met a flour bag that doesn't leak, that does not spread flour from the time you pick it up at the grocery store until you use it over and over again. I've never met a flour bag that holds up. So it's nice to just have that canister and not worry about my flour getting everywhere all the time. I'm gonna stop this for a second. I am gonna scrape down the edges. What we're doing, we're creaming our sugar with our peanut butter and our butter. The reason being, it incorporates it better. And for me, it's broke all those sugar clumps up for me. And then, so I'm gonna turn it on for a little bit longer. Then we're gonna add our egg. Oh, we got a little bit of butter on the whisk. So even better reason for me to have stopped it. So on medium speed for 2 minutes total. Then we are going to turn our mixer on to low, add the milk and egg and the vanilla. So I've got my egg in my measuring cup here. Hi Brooke, how are you? So I have my oven preheated already. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of milk. So I'm just gonna add my milk into my measuring cup where my egg is so that I can just add it all into the mixer at once. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of milk. And we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. How is everybody doing today? Who else likes peanut butter blossoms? I love them. I actually have never made them before. Yes, Brooke. I think you were the one who originally posted it on Facebook, and I was like, I cannot avoid this cookie any longer. So I had everything except the kisses, and like I said, if you guys are just now tuning in, there's different kind of kisses now, and there's hugs. So I got some kisses with caramel, some hugs with white cream, and then the regular kisses, and I am just gonna do a little bit of each of them on the blossoms. So we have our mixer on low. We're gonna add the eggs, the milk, and the vanilla. Add it in there. And then it wants me to add my red food coloring. I have a million colors of gel food coloring, but of course, for whatever reason, I don't have red. So I'm gonna have to use the just regular food coloring. It wants me to do, how much food coloring? A teaspoon of red gel food coloring. I might have to do a little bit more just because red gel food coloring is typically, it saturates it a little better. It's a little more vibrant. So we will see. I'm gonna mix this up a little bit, shake it up. I love this. I bought this on Amazon, and it's a Color Right pack of food coloring. It comes with 8 different colors, and then it comes with a color guide for every shade that you want to use, how many drops of each color to get that shade. Super awesome. This makes it super, super fun to make things for the kids. I will just give them the food coloring chart and ask them what color they want, and then we make it. So it's super exciting. So I'm going to, been mixing it up, and we're gonna pull this little tab off, and we are gonna try and add a teaspoon of this to the mixture. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna try and get it in there. Ooh, you guys, that looks really cool. I hope you guys can see it. It looks awesome. I am gonna just scrape it a little bit, get the gel food or the food coloring out. All right, now it says, now that we've added our food coloring in, we are going to mix them for about 30 seconds until incorporated. Then we're gonna turn this on to medium-high speed and blend it until it is light and fluffy. I'm gonna have to scrape the sides of the bowl down. There is a lot of food coloring on the sides. So I'm gonna stop for a second and I'm gonna scrape down the sides because we got a lot of red food coloring not getting incorporated because it's hanging out on the edge of my bowl. I'm also gonna scrape the very, very bottom of this bowl to get some of the batter that is just right down in the center. Make sure that gets nice and saturated with the food coloring. Like I said, I've never made these before. I'm not sure if I should add a little bit more red. I'm not sure what the color of the batter normally looks like with the gel food coloring. Like I said, it is different, gel food coloring to the regular food coloring. They saturate differently, so I feel like the ratio of dye might be a little different. It's getting nice and fluffy, you guys. It looks awesome. It smells amazing already. I am gonna add a little bit more red. I'm gonna shake it up again. And then I'm just gonna squirt it into the middle. Looks like I'll have to scrape down the sides again, and then we will be ready to move on to the next step. We are going to, in a separate bowl, we're gonna sift our cocoa, our flour, baking soda, and salt. The reason for sifting is to work out all of those lumps and chunks that may form with cocoa, especially flour and things like that. You want to sift them together. I like to sift those dry ingredients as well to incorporate them better. They mix better when you can sift them instead of just hand mixing them. I feel like it's just easier to do it that way. So we have our sides scraped off. It's nice, light, and fluffy. Everybody's mouths are gonna be red by the end of it. All right, let's move on to our next step of sifting our ingredients together. So I'm gonna pivot you a little bit. I was messing with my camera the other day to try and figure out why that flashing starts. Have not figured it out yet. Yes, Cindy, very yummy. Hi, Tiffany, how are you? I hope that the flashing doesn't start again. If it does, please, please, please tell me, because I can't see it on my side, but I can try and do something to fix it if it ever starts happening. So what we're gonna do, we are going to sift together those ingredients. This sifter is like my kids' favorite toy. They always come in here and pull it out of that cupboard and just run around with it. For whatever reason, I have no idea. So we're gonna do our cocoa. We're gonna do 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa. I was watching a video on YouTube the other day, and I'm sure it's been out for a while, but it's a kid that just is, dead set on trying this cocoa and thinks it's gonna taste like chocolate and just begging his mom, and she finally lets him and explains that it's just not gonna be good at all, and he just has a big powdery mess in his mouth and he just is not happy, and it made me laugh so hard. It reminded me of a story that my dad had told me when my brother was little and my uncle was cooking with Crisco, and he had convinced my brother that it was marshmallows. Yeah, imagine that, you guys. Yuck. 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. We are sifting these ingredients together, so I'm not going to do the sifter yet. And then once I get some more of the ingredients in, I will sift them together. So 1.5 cups of flour. Let's grab my 1/2 cup measuring cup. here it is. I usually have all my stuff out, but like I said, this was so impromptu. I rushed home from the grocery store and started getting my stuff ready so that I could pop on live and do these yummy cookies. Start off our Christmas treats. We'll be making shrimp tonight, but tomorrow we will be making no-bake cookies. So that's super exciting. Another peanut butter cookie that I love. So 1.5 cups of flour, 3 tablespoons of cocoa, a teaspoon of baking soda. I know I pulled my teaspoon out. There it is. It's got that red food coloring in it. So I better wipe it out a little bit without making too big of a mess. Failed. Too big of a mess, and it looks like I butchered my thumb. All right, so we want a teaspoon of baking soda and a pinch of salt, and then we are going to sift it all together. Let's find my salt. We're just gonna push this to the end and just do a little sprinkle. There we go. Now we're gonna sift these together. And the reason being, sifting gets out all of the lumps and chunks. Also, like I said, I like to sift my ingredients because it incorporates them better so that they get nice and mixed up. All right, so those are sifted together. Lila, I am making red velvet peanut butter blossoms. So I don't know if you know what a peanut butter blossom is. Well, there was a recipe on Facebook I saw today for red velvet peanut butter blossoms. Then on top of that, I went to the store to get Hershey's Kisses, and they have Hershey's Hugs that have vanilla cream around them and caramel kisses. So I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of everything on top of my blossoms to try something new. So we are sifting our cocoa flour, baking soda, and salt, and then with the mixer on low, we're gonna slowly add the flour mixture to the sugar and beat it until just combined. When they say just combined, they don't want you to overmix. They only want you to beat it until you cannot see the flour anymore. Do not overmix. Typically, this will cause a batter to harden, and you don't want that to happen. We need to get my cocoa is sticking to the bottom of my bowl. It's all the static in the house. So I'm gonna stop this for a second, and I'm going to take my whisk off. I'll move you guys over so you can see what and why. You can see in the center of my whisk that there is flour and cocoa that is just sticking in the middle and not getting a chance to get mixed in with the rest of it. Instead of over mixing, I'm just gonna shake that out and mix it just a little bit longer. Scrape the sides down. I've got a little bit of flour sticking to the sides of the bowl. So we're gonna do that. Oh, you guys, this smells so good. I love the smell of peanut butter. Just like when I bake with or cook with like bell peppers, it always smells amazing just having the bell pepper in there and not even have made it yet. And that's what I love about peanut butter. When you bake with peanut butter, it smells good before you even make it. I have 2 boys, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. If you count my husband, I have 3. If you count my kids, my husband, and my dogs, I have 5. 20 down to 40 months. Wow, that's a nice spread of grandkids. Yep, I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, Kingston and Grayson. They are awesome. They are my life. They are cool dudes. I am blessed to have them. So I have that mixed up. We are going to just combine. We're going to remove the mixed bowl from the stand, and then we're going to shape these into 1-inch balls set on a parchment lined baking sheet. Like I have shown before, I'm going to rinse my hands off for a second, try and get some of this dye off. I am officially red, you guys. All right. Worth a shot. Get a little bit of that dye off of there. All right. So So now our batter is completely done. Now we're just going to shape them into little balls. So it says, you're going to line your baking sheet with parchment paper. What I have said on my show before, what I like to use, I got on Amazon, super, super nifty, super neat little sheets. Amazon Basics sells them. A lot of other companies sell them. You can get them in stores and stuff, but it's basically a reusable piece of non-stick material. I love it instead of wasting parchment paper over and over again. I also like it because I have a couple of them, and so when I'm doing several different batches, all I have to do is pull this sheet off and stick another one on and load it up and throw it in the oven. So I love that. So I highly, highly, highly recommend them if you have a wish list for Christmas. So we are going to shape the dough into 1-inch balls and set on a parchment-lined baking sheet. We're going to pour red sanding sugar into a small plate or bowl, roll the dough in the sanding sugar, and place on prepared cookie sheet about 2 inches apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll them as I make them instead of handling them a bunch of times. We'll see how that goes. I'm making you hungry. Can you drop some food off for me on your way to get the kiddos? If only you were that close, Daddy-O. If only. So I'm going to grab a bowl. I got a little pack of Christmas like sanding sugar and holiday sprinkles and stuff. But I kind of am interested in maybe using this. I'm a part of it sounds silly, a sprinkles monthly club, and every month they send me a 3-pack of sprinkles to try. So I'm gonna try these. They might be too big of granules for this, but we're gonna try it. They're super pretty, and why get the sprinkles every couple of months if I'm not gonna use them? So we're gonna try. I am going to hopefully, I'm not sure. Like I said, I've never made blossoms before, so I'm not even really sure how big or how small to make them. So what I'm sad about is I bought this cookie scoop and it's never worked right. I always have to reset the scoop in the backside, which kind of bums me out. But so what we're going to do, we're going to do 1-inch balls, then we're going to roll it in this, and then we're going to set it on our cookie sheet 2 inches apart. It does say in the recipe that if you want them extra chewy, before you do this step, to put them, this is kind of a big ball, isn't it, you guys? Should I do half of this size? Let's see. If you want them extra chewy, to stick them in chill in the freezer before baking for like 10 minutes. So that's what they say. So there we go. It's gonna be really pretty if nothing else. So we're gonna do that. How is everybody doing? Thanks for hanging out with me on this impromptu little baking video. I just wanted to get these done before I had to get my kiddos from daycare. Just something fun for them to come home to. And then we're going to be back to make some shrimp. So, shrimp for dinner tonight with my fried rice recipe that I have made before. So if you guys want to join me this evening, go pick up some shrimp at like Walmart or your local grocery store, and you'll just thaw them out under cool running water. My husband buys his seafood from a seafood truck that comes to town in the summertime. So he got a big bag of shrimp from them this summer, and we have never made it. Anna, I am rolling it in sanding sugar. So what it is, you can buy them at grocery stores and stuff. It is just colored sugar, kind of like sprinkles. I had gotten some sanding sugar that has like gold and pink and red on it from a Sprinkle Direct Club. Basically, they send me a 3-pack of specialty sprinkles once a month. And I liked these. They looked super holiday-ish, so that is what I did. But the recipe just calls for sanding sugar. You can find that at most grocery stores. Target, I know, has it. Walmart, places like that. Hi, Brooke. How are you? Sarah, thanks for tuning in. Really good seafood truck in Minot that comes on Saturday. It's by Walmart. The one we go to actually goes to the Vegas Hotel Madison. And I don't want to slam the other truck because we have only gotten them from them once. But the truck by the Vegas in the summertime has their fresh crawfish, and they are huge and they are delicious, and they are awesome. And 2 years ago, we brought our son, he was probably 2 at the time, we brought him with us to go pick up some seafood, and he loved the crawfish, and the guy, they're live, and so the guy said, here, take one as a pet, and found his biggest one that he had and gave it to our son. And little Jimmy is what we called him, and he stayed alive for a year, you guys. It was awesome. We got food to eat and a pet. My son Kingston loves crawfish, crab, anything. He's got expensive teeth like his dad for seafood. So but yes, if you live in Minot or the surrounding areas, I know they the seafood truck that goes up near the Vegas Hotel in Minot, they service Wyoming and Colorado and Montana. They go through the Midwest. So if you live in any of those places, it's I think it's like A&A Seafood or something like that. And I highly recommend them in the summertime for fresh seafood, oysters. You can even get them unshucked in the shell already. That's how fresh they give them to you. So yes, you're welcome. Sarah, how are you doing? How has it been? Are you guys in California now from Germany, I think? How are you liking it? Is it nice to be back in the States, or do you miss being away? Oops, had a phone call. Her husband, I believe, is in the Air Force. Correct me if I'm wrong. And so she gets stationed different places. So I have 2 more to roll, and then we will get them in the oven, and then I will roll some more onto our little baking sheets. So what I'm using here is a medium cookie scoop, and then I'm actually taking it and dividing it in half to get me what I would assume would be inch sized dough. And that is all on my baking sheet. They look so pretty. So we are gonna do this. We are gonna bake them for 8 to 10 minutes. While they're baking, we're gonna unwrap the kisses, and once they are done baking, we're gonna remove them from the oven immediately and push the kisses into the center. Oh, thank you, Cindy, you're so sweet. Definitely being nice being back in the States. Cookies look good, thank you. So our oven is preheated to 375. I can't stress enough on all of my shows, when you open your oven, make sure your face is not near it, make sure there's no kids or dogs around. It's a lot of heat. 375 is hot. And having it all cooped up with the door shut is dangerous if you just dip your face in right away. So first batch of cookies are going in. So we have 15 cookies, which means we need 15 kisses. You cannot bake anything. If it calls for egg, it always tastes like eggs. Interesting, Sarah. Maybe you just don't like eggs, and so it tastes like that to you? Because I find that interesting. I don't think I ever taste eggs when I'm baking specifically. I urge you, Sarah, to try these. The peanut butter is such a strong flavor that I think you would be hard-pressed to taste the egg through it. There's only 1 egg, not a bunch of them. Tons of flour. Ooh, kisses everywhere. Tons of flour, tons of sugar, vanilla. I feel like, give it a try. Hi, Shannon, how are you? So, like I said earlier, I found different kind of kisses at the grocery store. So we have 15 cookies, so I'm gonna do a little bit of each type of kiss. We've got 3 different kisses, so I'm gonna do 5 regular, 5 caramel. Yum, caramel and peanut butter I've never tried before, but I love them both, so why not try and mix them? And then we have hugs. They're called hugs and not kisses. And they have vanilla cream hugging the kiss. Hi, Charity. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. So I'm just going to unwrap these kisses really quick as I pour the rest of the kisses onto my table. So we need 15 kisses. So we're gonna unwrap these. These are the hugs, you guys. So I thought that would be kind of a neat change to the chocolate if you're not a huge chocolate fan, to add a little bit of this vanilla to it, which I think would be yummy. Also these caramel ones. I know the light is a little off. I hope my phone is not flashing. How is everybody? You guys, we are so close to hitting my 1,500 likes and follows on my page. So if you're watching right now, when you get off of this video, if it's now or later, if you would go over to the community section of my page, which will show you how many likes and follows we have, if you would go over there and there should be a button that says invite and click on it, I'm Good Charity, and invite people that you think would benefit from this show, or invite all your friends and let them decide if they want to hang out with me in my kitchen. And then once we hit 1,500 likes and follows, we're going to do a giveaway. And I have made our giveaways a little selective, so the only people that can get entered into the giveaway are the ones that are listening and paying attention and catch my show that tells you how to be entered into the giveaway. I do it this way lately to show my support to the people that are listening, paying attention, and are actually involved, which I appreciate and can't wait for there to be more people. I do have about 25 to 35 people that get entered into each giveaway lately. So if we could make that even more, I would be excited. So invite your friends. Let them come hang with me, you guys. So we got 15 kisses unwrapped. We have a little over 4 minutes left. Like I said, what I love about these mats I got on Amazon Basic is I can just keep putting my cookie dough on it and then just lift it up and put it on my cookie sheet. So I don't have to dirty a bunch of cooking sheets making cookies or something that, you know, takes a little bit. You have to do them in shifts, I guess. So I didn't read how many it makes. It makes 2 dozen. So we're just gonna do another pan and see how it goes. I was able to fit 15 on that last one, so maybe this one will be a little shorter. What else? They keep saying a lot. I'm sorry. We did hit 25 live views on here, you guys, today, which was exciting. Unfortunately, it didn't stay for more than 5 minutes, but to think, I mean, when I was doing this show before, hitting 25 was not imaginable. By the end of my show, typically there was like 3 people watching me, and that was it. And these days, there's people that are coming on, they're watching me, they're hanging out, they're asking questions. You guys, I am so thankful for you guys. You guys are making this all possible. This is just a dream of mine. I don't get paid to do it. I don't, honestly, this is just me sharing recipes with you guys. If you caught my video last night, I did create a November calendar with a friend of mine to show kind of what to expect the next month. I am in the process of making a December calendar. I know that everyone is busy during the holidays, so I just kind of wanted to lay it out for you so that if you wanted to catch something, it wasn't impossible for you to predict what was going to happen. The Sprinkle Club. Hi, Nikki. How are you? It was an ad on my Facebook, and I went on there. It's called Fancy Sprinkles for the more modern baker. So it's Fancy Sprinkles, and you go in there and you can either just buy their sprinkles straight out, or you can join this club where they send you their specialty sprinkles for that month. So they, you know, depending on the holiday that's nearby or whatever, they make specialty sprinkles for that. And on the floor. So my kiddos love sprinkles. If you ask him what he wants, as long as it has sprinkles on it, he is good to go. So I thought it'd be a fun thing for him to be excited for when it comes in the mail, to get some new sprinkles. Fancy Sprinkles is what they're called. Super awesome. So my box this month has these ones that I'm using right now. Then it also sent these ones and these ones. So they have a little bit of different stuff that they send you each time. Orange, white, and it's got some like sugar balls in there. Orange, red, and white with gold and white balls in that one. So yeah, it's fun, I think, for kiddos, you know, have their monthly box that comes. Not toys, but sprinkles. So thanks for asking for that. I hope somebody could benefit from it or wants to join the sprinkle club with me. It sounds silly, but I'll get a lot of use out of them. I know that because I'm using this entire sprinkle container for this recipe. I must be making my balls a little smaller than what the recipe calls for because I was able to get probably 30 cookies instead of 24, maybe even more than that. I am not sure who rang my doorbell just now. My dog didn't bark, so you guys see, this is what I'm talking about. If you guys can recommend a good brand of a cookie scoop, that's what happens halfway through. It doesn't go all the way around the cookie anymore, and so it doesn't release the dough, and I have to go into the scoop and pull it out and usually wreck the ball that it has made. So it's a bummer. I'm not sure why it doesn't work. I mean, I didn't spend all that much money on it. Maybe that's why. Do they have glitter clubs too? Just asking for my husband. Oh, because, you know, I'm sure my husband would be thrilled about glitter. Oh, you guys, this cookie scoop just bums me out that it just doesn't work. I fixed it for now. So, ooh, you guys, they're done. I'm going to finish this last ball. And then, so right when these pop out, we're going to push the kisses into the center of them. And that is going to create our blossom effect. All right. Remember when you open your oven to keep your face away from it. I don't want you guys burning eyebrows and eyelashes and children. All right, you guys, those look awesome. So I am going to put some pot holders down on my counter so that I don't melt anything. And then I'm going to shift you guys over so that you can watch me push these into the center. So we're just gonna go like that, right into the center, creating the blossom look. You guys, these little sprinkles are so awesome. So I'm thinking these are the right size. I don't think I've ever had a blossom any bigger than this. I feel like it's perfect. So you're gonna push them into the center. Don't burn yourself on your pan like I did. Get them nice and pushed in. You want it to kind of blossom around it. All right. So those are there. They're going to be cooling. I went to the grocery store, so I have some random grocery items all over my counter. I'm going to do my best not to burn myself. Let me grab my food rack out. I did have somebody who watches my show recommend to me, you know, to have all of my stuff out and ready. So I apologize if it bothers anybody that I am reaching for stuff and pulling things out of drawers. I want it to be as natural and organic as possible. So I don't do a whole lot of prep. And I'm not a professional. So, you know, I'm just kind of winging it like some of you would be. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I just pulled that sheet off like I explained to you guys. I like it better than parchment paper. It's a little sturdier to grab things, which I benefit from to be able to do what I need to reuse these guys. So we're gonna pop this second one in for another 8 minutes. And I am going to let you guys go. Our first set of cookies are done. They look amazing, you guys. These chocolate kisses, nice and blossomed. Those sprinkles are to die for, you guys. I'm so glad I used those instead of my red ones. These are like the ideal Christmas cookie. So I am going to let you guys go because I have to go get my kids in town, but I will be back in a little bit to cook some shrimp and fried rice with you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I will post a picture when they are cooled. I'm probably gonna bring the ones that are cooling right now to the kids' daycare provider so that she's got some yummy cookies for tonight. Mom life, winging every moment of every day. Yes, it is Heather, winging it always. Yes, thank you for watching, you guys. They smell delicious. They look awesome. Super easy for your kids to help. If you roll this dough out into a ball and give it to them to roll it in the sprinkles, promise you they will have so much fun. They will feel so accomplished. They will be bragging all the time about the cookies that they made with mommy or daddy. It's just... They're awesome. They smell really good. I highly recommend them, even having not tried them yet. Peanut butter blossoms are always good, and the red velvet peanut butter blossoms are going to be killer. Like I said, I used 3 different types of kisses. Technically, I guess 2 kisses and a hug. One of them being the hug, which is the vanilla and chocolate. One is a traditional, and the other one is filled with caramel in the middle. So I did a little bit of everything, kind of mixed it up. But thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. I will be back to make dinner tonight. Bye.